Good morning from HematiteHomestead. I got a bright and early start this morning, about 2 hours before sunrise, getting my water ready. We're getting ready to cull another Scrotal Hernia piglet. Scrotal Hernia from birth. Can't breed them, can't sell them. It costs way too much to fix the hernia. Last one we did a whole piglet roaster. None of that's made it on YouTube yet. I did make a video of the roaster, of the roasting, but wasn't happy with it, so I'm going to start over from scratch on that, re-edit and get it back out there. Humbling moment, somber moment. I spent the morning getting my fire built, getting my water up to temp, and getting mentally prepared. A closer look at this, what I got going on here. This is my maple cooker, and I just got water heating up in it under a fire. Fire is not a really good method to scald and scrape a pig because you can't control the temperature. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting it above temperature I want. We're about 185 in here right now, and then I transfer it over to here, propane stove, using that just to maintain temperature. I'm way too hot right now, but I got some cold water on standby. Once I get the pig over here, I'll try and get the temperature just right. And I'm looking for 151 degrees. I'll do that for about 6 minutes, rolling around in it, being nice and scalded, and then taking out and scrape hair off. Don't know how much recording I'll be able to do. It's below freezing out here, and cameras and recording devices don't fare well in those low temperatures. So we'll get what we can. I'm not going to take you down in the pasture. I'm going to go down here and do dispatch. Read the poem this morning, Wendell Berry's poem, and I got myself a little mentally prepared there. Said a little prayer asking for guidance in my shot placement. And let's go do it. Oh yeah, he totally fits in. Well, I got the scald scrape done. Went a little bit better than I did last time. Last time I did 145 degrees for 6 minutes and ended up having to dip him again and different pig. And then it was too much to start pulling the skin off. This time I did 151 degrees for 6 minutes and it went way better. Still some trouble areas around the armpits and on the hooves and around the nose. I hung him up here after I got done. I wanted to scrape hanging up here, but I did it over on the table for some reason instead. Brought him over here, hung him, and used some of these razors. Just cheap $1 razors from the dollar store, and used my field skinning knife and shaved on him a little bit. Little propane torch real lightly on around the nose and in the ears and a few other places. It's time to do the evisceration. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll check back with you in a few minutes. Whole hog bacon is the intent for this little boy. Really curious what I'm going to find in here. Scrotal Hernia Piglet. He's about 5 to 6 months old now. I can't quite remember when he was born. Kelly knows all that. So be real careful up here because once I get into his scrotum with his testicles, I might end up finding something in there that I don't want good. So we'll get on to the next phase of this. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's going way better than last time. Last time I didn't even get to the evisceration until late afternoon. I spent 4.5 hours scalding and scraping. So I'm going to get to work. Well, there's the two halves of my rooster piglet, 55-pound rooster piglet. Hopefully you can hear me. I lost my microphone somewhere. I have no idea where it went to. I didn't do much of footage of getting to this point. I'm just trying to work through it and keep from making some mistakes that I made last time. First time I cut 1 1/2, got a little bit off in here, and kind of recovered pretty decently. Looks like I got the backbone split right in half in most places, so pretty satisfied with that. It'll be pretty cold today. We're just going to let this hang out here today, and tomorrow we'll take it in the house and break it down into kernels and start making some whole hog bacon out of the 55-pound roaster piglet. One thing to note, so you had one testicle that looked like it was damaged but in the correct spot. Another one on this side was way down in here, like back up in here, and I actually lost it. It's in my gut bucket apparently. You know, I had to remove this one, and I went back to get this one, and it's gone. I came out with the viscera, which is probably not a good thing. That's not where it's supposed to be. But just like the last piglet, it was damaged pretty good, flat and unviable, and looked extremely painful. I don't know how this guy was even functioning on a daily basis, but it happens. This is I'm just going to stop. Got the leaf fat right here, and we'll take this out and make some pork butter out of that in the next couple days. We'll probably take all the ribs out. I don't want any bones, none of the bacon we're going to make. We're going to make bacon out of the whole thing. Traditional belly, we'll do jowl bacon, we'll do a little bit of Canadian bacon, cottage bacon. We're going to make bacon out of these hams. We're going to take the bones out of these hams and lay it open. Alright, so hit that subscribe button, come back and check out everything we're going to do with this little guy. And don't forget to look for HematiteHomestead on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we'll see you next time.